There. If truth be told, no matter what Nagi wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life, after all, and no one else's. It isn't my place to interfere. You tell him. Be that as it may, if he is sabotaging his own inspirations with his obsession for my approval, I can't simply stand idly by and watch. Loath though I am to impose, until my brother has found his answer, might I trouble you to keep an eye on him? Please take as a request from me as well. Ever has adventuring been dangerous, and is more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kippy, I do not wish for Nagi to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Now then, on a related matter, I must pay a visit to the Weavers Guild, but I will see you again anon, if you'll excuse me. Nagi set off this way, so you may find him at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. I leave him in your capable hands, my friend. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Let's all go to the market. Kinda like the lobby, right? It's gonna be hard to beat last year's Rising, though. Oh, it's you, Archon. What is it? You're being a dumbass and everyone wants me to tell you so. Is that so? I'm sorry. This is really something I should be doing alone. Still, it's nice to have someone to talk to. You'll get the sense knocked into you one way or another, buddy. Like my sister bade me, I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Hippie has looked after me since I was no more than 10, after our parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her I heard tales about adventurers and came to admire them. Upon learning the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains, where our aunt lived. It's desperate times like these that people need stories of help, she used to say. And I believe she had wanted to remain at Gridania and continue her work, but she left in order to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her again. For that, I need to show her that I don't need to depend upon others. That I'm a capable adventurer who can handle anything by himself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. It's completely fine to ask for help when you need it. You just don't want to be the reason the team loses. Well, when in doubt, I suppose I should do what adventurers do and gather information. It'd be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister. People who aren't adventurers, but are familiar with them. Ulmolda would fit that description. Face of the Adventurers Guild. Of course, who else but Miss Miqo'te? In her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have some valuable insights. I'll seek her out at once. To the quicksand! Miqo'te, can you knock some sense into this kid? Still remember when I first came here to sign up? I was a nervous wreck then. Now this place feels like a second home, and I come all the time for crumpets. They make them so springy. Serve them drowning in butter and honey. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Come, let's have a chat with Miss Miqo'te. Yes, let's. She'll knock some sense into you, because that's what she does. Well now, this fit is an Archon and Nagi. To what do I have the pleasure of both your companies today? I was hoping to get your advice on a certain matter. Misconception you've developed about being an adventurer. It's an interesting one, I have to admit. Try as I might to figure it out, I keep going around in circles. Thought you might be able to offer some insights. This is a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister's trying to say. Tell me, Nagi. Suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. Would you simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? This here counter, I've indeed seen off many an adventure. Each and every one is unique, with dreams and destinations all their own. But in spite of their differences, they all share something in common. Reason for first embarking on their journey. Archon, would you mind telling us why you chose the adventure in life? Seemed exciting. How very like you. Keep that reason close to your heart now, you hear? And you, Nagi? What inspired you to become an adventurer? Simple, really. I heard about adventures from my sister. Became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. Isn't that enough? Sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. And the 12th, I see now. At some point my desire to prove myself to Kippy had displaced my own motive for being an adventurer. That's a misconception Kippy wanted me to recognize. What a fool I've been. No, it's not. Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, mind. It's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It should force you to do things you wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. No, that's enough for me for today. I've said my piece. What you do now is up to you, Nagi. Thank you for helping me realize, Miss Miqo'te. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me happier than to see you happy, doing what you do. Where are you going now, buddy? Thank you too, Archon, for accompanying me. I think I know what to say to Kippy now. And loath I am to trouble you again. There's something else I'd like your help with. See, of the letters we collected in Limsa, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort for an expedition. By now, that letter should be on display at the Gold Court. I want to show it to my sister. I'd be grateful if you could help me find it. Come, let's rejoin the minstrel. Oh, welcome back. There, I hope you're able to find the answer. Yes, I'm happy to say. Miss Miqo'te helped me come to a realization. And when I go to speak with my sister, I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishing characteristics? As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it. Very well. Let us search together, the more swiftly to find it. I can say with absolute certainty I don't see a single blue chocobo. Oh, good thing there's a nice sparkly thing on it though. A not so new adventure. As a traveling merchant, I've had my fair share of happy encounters. Sharing a carriage with you stands out above them all. But you see, I went on to sell veritable crate loads of the ring I gave you. Turned it off of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tell of your exploits. It makes me inordinately proud to have met you. Till we meet again, my friend, I pray for your continued safety and success. Contents ring a bell. This letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of a blue chocobo. It isn't the missive Nagi is looking for. Oh, there's other spots. Letter with a blue chocobo drawing. Dear adventurer, how fares your journey? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight as I seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventure aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now, in hopes of recruiting such like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you at all share in my desire to make the uncharted charted, then I invite you to come to me at the Drowning Wench in Limsa. Eagerly do I await your coming. This letter recruiting adventurers bears a drawing of a blue chocobo. It must be the missive you're looking for. Nice. I don't care. I want to read this one. Someone charged with the city's peace. I cannot overstate how much of a boon adventurers are to our efforts. Some folk had expressed concern that an increase in drifters would see a corresponding rise in crimes, but on the contrary, they're steadily declining. Soldiers like ourselves are somewhat limited in the scope of our duties, and we are not always available to lend our citizens what assistance they need. Thus I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to adventurers who step up to fill the void. This music is damn haunting. I already checked that one. I'll look over here so far. How about you? Yeah, I found your letter. Blue chocobo. Yes, this is the one. All that's left then is to talk to Kippy. Do you know where she is? She went to the Weavers Guild, saying that she had business there. Perhaps she's buying clothes. At any rate, I'll look further. This too. Might I trouble you to accompany Nagi? Afterwards, I'd ask you that you tell me how events unfold. I shall await you at the Ruby Road Exchange. Weavers Guild over this way. I need to work on those at some point. You here too, Archon? I must confess I'm feeling rather nervous, so I appreciate your presence. What's she getting made for you? to find me. My apologies for taking so long. So, Nagi, were you able to find the answer? To begin with, I want you to look at this. Explorers assembling an escort for an expedition. It certainly sounds exciting. Wanting your approval, I was determined not to rely on others. But a part of me dearly wanted to be part of the expedition. To go where I dare not set foot alone. So I've decided that I will answer the invitation. This means you've given up on trying to do everything alone? I had wanted to prove to you that I'm capable, that I'm no longer a burden. And in my accession, I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. To see what lies behind the horizon, lend a helping hand to those I meet. That's what drives me. And I was able to remember this thanks to Miss Miqo'te and Archon. And whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reasons. Is that alright with you? Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. Once told me, Nagi, shortly before the calamity struck. You adventurers today? What were they like? What kind of places have they been to? You're sick of hearing about adventurers, do you? Never, never. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too. Well, that's as fine an aspiration as any, but do you know what kind of adventurer you used to become? A hero like in the tales, perhaps? Oh, no, sister. Not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits, and I want to be the freest spirit of all. Oh, yes. I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I visit home, you can interview me as much as you like. That boy to spurn help for one of my approval. Couldn't bear to see it. In order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little sternly. An adventure, you'll experience no small amount of hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. Don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, your own or that of others, and instead, take things as they come. As long as you are true to yourself and recognize your limits, you'll surely find a way forward. And remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Relying on others doesn't make you a lesser adventurer. If anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence and beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Archon? Yep. Understood, Kippy. I won't ever forget this. I expect you're raring to answer the explorer's petition in Limsa. You'll be taking an airship, yes? In which case, I shall give you these garments to you now. Made for you. Think it was past time you had something better. Thank you so much, sister. I must thank you too, Archon. You're the kind of adventurer I admire. I'll keep on working hard to be like you. Couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little brother. Appreciate everything you've done for him. Look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. With that, we take our leave of you. Till next time. Sid the siblings off, safe in the knowledge that all will be well. Drew joined the wandering Mistel and relay to him the tale's happy conclusion. Exchange witches. I'll get to it. Ethernet shard and figure out exactly where that is. No. Ah, okay, that's the Ruby Red Exchange. Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I take all is well with Nagi and Kippy. I see. Pleased am I to hear that. We first set out on our journeys, just usually the simplest of reasons. As we make our way, those reasons may become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, if we can but remember what prompted us to take our first step, we'll always find the strength to take the next. Nagi shall be fine, I'm certain of it. And thanks for keeping an eye on him. These events have inspired a new verse in me. A verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds, and the hopes of those who see them off. What have they done for the 10th? Ray of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. What's up, Yoshi P? Pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. 10 years have now passed since the world was reborn from its ashes, since we set forth upon this journey. Countless things have happened during that time. I have had the pleasure of meeting many an adventure along the way. Truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. In spite of this, I always manage to carry on. It's thanks to my wonderful comrades. And to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I've been regaled with tens of thousands of your tales. I usually share them with a smile. Even when it is with a frown, tell me that you're still enjoying yourself. It's no exaggeration to say that I derive all of my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make me happier than if we could keep walking it together. As you make your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side, watching you step for step. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home. Every single one has left an indelible mark upon it. Oh, that's why the match. Okay. We'll get there. Eventually. There's a reason Louis Sois was mentioned in the other quest. Together we have built this world, and it is our sincerest hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. So please be safe and well. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Say Nahagi is aboard the airship by now. Pray that he and Kippy will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do so as well, my friend. If you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Right, the journey starts. True on westerly wind, a river song to the world belong. Of white and azure sky, sunset storm, a crimson fire. A glitter on pitch black veil. Day dawn, so goes the tale. Eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn. Memories as a guiding star, shining our steps both near and far. We'll go. But you will see. There's no telling what the future holds for anyone. Come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, the footprints you leave behind. I shall one day spur you forward. So pray, continue walking your own path. Wherever your journey leads, I shall be praying for your happiness. The hair color changes, but otherwise that looks like the Yoshi P from... I just never noticed that. Memories shared yet all our own, as one we brave from tears unknown. Thank you for 10 years. Yeah, okay. It's generally considered that the Wandering Minstrel is Yoshi P. You now have access to Letter Forest at the Gold Court. Speak with the tender station there to read the letters. Additionally, you have unlocked a Kupo Adventure minigame on the steps of Nald. Speak with Nonora at the Ruby Road Exchange to play. This, along with other minigames, may also be played by opening the toy chest in any inn room. Okay, that gives a whole new tone to that. Good lord. Okay, we're gonna use the whistle. Are going to go back to Eildwine. Swift Perch.